Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Author to Author. Hope everyone is doing great. I have Nitika Sharma with me. She is the author of A Swing in Heaven, which is available on Amazon. A Swing in Heaven is a poetic blend of musings, classic poetries, poetic fables, and honeyed poetry filled with versatility. The poetry pieces swings you through different prospects of life. You swing with seasons and halt with reasons. Wandering through the flowers of fables, you keep swinging till unconditional love brings your heartbeat back to a placid level. I am getting goosebumps merely reading the description of the book. I'm going to grab the book as soon as my conversation with is over. I suggest everybody does that. Nitika, tell our listeners something about yourself.
Hi everyone. I'm just not only an author. Actually, I'm an automation coder in an IT firm, and this is something that I do for a living. Like having a poetic mindset is something which is my hobby, and you can say that it's in my genes. And I have undying love for traveling, Italian acoustics, coffee, and optimistic souls. I write micros, musings, poetry, fictions, and blogs. Apart from this, I am an author of Escaping Vapor of Void and so many anthologies. I had been also part of some writing projects across the globes, and there are many promising poetic communities that I have been part of. My Instagram blog is another emotion where I bleed out my inmost emotions. So that's all about me.
Wonderful. Multi talented personality, Nitika. Welcome to the podcast. So let's quickly start with the writing. You've talked about that writing is in your genes. So, what does writing mean to you, and why do you write? And why do you say that it's in your genes?
Actually, I got it from my father. So that's why I say that it is in my genes. He also used to
Wonderful.
write in Hindi and English, both the languages. But he, he wrote a book, but that is not published yet. So that's why I say that it is in my genes. And I always say that writers write to survive and reader reads to revive, which means exactly to me that it is very important for my soul survival that I write. It is like a breath stroke to me. Like if I feel something, if I think something, or I feel an emotion, it is uh, it is very tough for me to handle it without writing it down. So it is basically my survival need.
Right. I think quote for the interview is writer writes to survive and reader
And readers
reads
read to
to
revive.
revive. I mean, that's a quote that I'll always remember. That's a wonderful quote. Indeed, writers write to survive. I can vouch for that. So, when did you start writing, Nitika? I mean, do you remember the first time you wrote something?
I wrote my first poem in 2015. I remember that day because at that day, that was a very sad day for me, and it was filled with gloominess. So that was my rough patch of life. After that, I started writing in 2018 again. Like I wrote one poem in 2015, but after that, I didn't write anything. But from 2018, I wrote many poems in Hindi and in English also. So after that, it never stopped.
Mm-hmm. And please share some of your favorite lines. I love getting poets on my show. Let's have a short poetry. Your favorite one?
So my favorite part of the poem, which I always used to say, is that if you read between the lines, you know it all. My poetry serves little pieces of mine.
Wow. Okay. And is that part of the latest book?
No, it's not the part of latest book, but
Okay.
yeah,
So, Nitika, you've been writing for a long time now, since 2015. So it's been almost 5 years. What is the
yeah.
most difficult part of writing, when it comes to your process? What is the difficult part?
poetry, to write poetry is something that is not difficult for me, because it comes from within effortlessly. I write, like, every piece which I write in 10 to 20 minutes, like within a single go. But the difficult part which I feel is compiling all the work together in such a way that it remains simple and yet impactful and relatable to the readers.
So, generally, are you comfortable being part of anthologies? Because what would happen is you create a poem or maybe 2, 3 poems, and then you submit it to the compiler and they compile it for you.
At starting, I was very comfortable, because at starting I was getting used to these things, like to get published, to write something that comes with respect to their anthologies. But after that, I don't feel that comfortable, because now I'm very comfortable in compiling my own book. That gives a different feel.
Right. So, in terms of number of books, how many do you have your own, and how many have you co-authored as part of the anthologies?
So two books I have on my own, and I think 4 to 5 books I was been part of anthologies.
Fantastic. So you've got the numbers on your side. You have considerable experience, right? All right.
Yes.
And poetry aside, when it comes to story writing or short stories, maybe a novel, what comes to you first? Is it the plot or the characters?
I think character comes to me first, because when you know the character and you know their characteristics and personality traits, you can build the plot accordingly, according to the character.
True. And you've had 7 books, experience of about 7 books. So are they all published in self-publishing mode, or you've also had the taste of traditional publishing?
All the anthologies are published by publishers, and my one book is published by publisher, and the latest book, A Swing in Heaven, and the first book, Escaping Vapor of Void, is self-published by me.
Okay. So how's your experience been? Working with a publisher or self-publishing, which is better?
I think working with the publisher is better, because the process of uploading the books to the retailer store and editing the covers and then fixing the width and height of the cover, that is critical and hectic process. So I think it is better.
Yeah, you give your material to the publisher and they print it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is your favorite and the least favorite part of publishing? I know we've talked about formatting. Is there something else which you do not like when it comes to self-publishing or publishing in general?
No. Only this part, which is like if you upload a cover. So they say that this should be within this pixel, and this should be like this, and this should be like that. And they reject your cover again and again sometimes. So that is hectic. And other than that, I don't think any drawbacks in self-publishing.
Okay. And what's your favorite part of publishing?
Favorite part of publishing is reading the reviews. Like, if a reader relates to you, that means you have written something worth it. So I love to read readers' reviews.
Okay, what's the favorite review that you've ever received, or rather the best review that you've ever received?
Best reviews, I have one. I have wrote a poem in this book, A Swing in Heaven. I have wrote a poem. This is Who Am I? So people are reviewing this, and people are saying that they feel very delighted to read this poem. So about these reviews, about Who Am I, that was the best reviews.
Okay, yeah, indeed. For an author, that's the best, sort of return. The reader's review,
Yes.
So how do you come up with a title for your book?
So my book is all about the positive things, positive perspective of life. So it is like everything you write, and then after that, it makes people believe that there is a positive perspective for the life. No matter how much pain you go through, no matter how much difficulties you are going through, so after that finally you will come to the positive prospect. So my book is all about positivity. You will feel very happy after reading the book because it is very optimistic type of plot. So that's why I put a title, A Swing in Heaven, that you are swinging in heaven, because even only heaven has this kind of positivity.
Truly.
That's why.
That's awesome. So, what inspired the idea for your book?
Inspiration was, firstly, I wrote the poems differently. Like I didn't think that these poems will be compiled to a book. But after that, when I wrote many poems and they are related to each other in some manner, so I thought about compiling it. So I compiled it in such a way that then I launched the book.
Okay. And how long did it take for you to, from the start to end? How long did it take for you to complete this book?
I think it's 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months. All right.
Yeah.
And generally, it's about this book. But let's talk about, let's say, if you're starting something today, do you keep kind of a deadline in your mind, or it's completely open?
It's completely open.
Oh, okay. So
I
no
don't
deadlines
keep
from
any
publishers,
deadline.
no deadlines from your side.
No.
So it could take, let's say, 3 months. It could also take 6 months, depending upon the, treatment of the book.
Yes.
Okay. So it varies for
Basically,
you.
it's like it's very independent. I don't work for deadlines with
Okay.
respect to poetry, because poetry is something that is coming without any effort, and that will come when you feel something, when you feel any thought and emotions. So
Yeah.
I don't work for deadlines type of thing right now.
Okay. So apart from poetry, do you also try and write, like, let's say, stories, short stories when it comes to anthologies, or you just stick to poetry?
I wrote some stories.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a select writer for a page that is Split Poetry India. So for that, I wrote some stories, and the poetic stories also I wrote. So that's where I have written some stories. I know. Yeah,
All right.
that's
All right.
only thing. Yeah.
Talking about A Swing in Heaven, what was the most difficult part of the book? What was the hardest thing that you wrote in this?
Hardest thing was putting all the pieces together, because when you read Swing in Heaven, it is like a poem, then a quote, a poem, then a quote, like this. So to compile them, I have to put a quote that is relatable to the poem, then a quote that is relatable to the poem. I had every quote and poem with me, but to put them together, that was something that was challenging for me.
Okay. And what sort of, because you're a poet, right? It all depends upon the mood and everything. So what sort of things do you need in your writing space to help you stay focused?
I think it is my time, which is my me time. Like, I don't want people to be around me when I'm writing, because that make me distracted. So that is thing that is needed for me.
Yeah.
Silence.
Silence. You need a complete peace and quiet.
Yes.
All right. And how often do you write?
It is not time bounded. Sometimes I wrote early in the morning when I get up, if I have a thought in mind. Sometimes in the middle of street I'm walking and I see something, then also I can write in the evening too. So it is not time bound, but mostly I write in evenings.
Awesome. And what do you like to do when you're not writing?
So I like traveling, listening to music, and hanging out with my friends. And I'm foodie too. So.
Oh, you're a foodie. Wonderful. What's your favorite
like
food? What kind of food do you like?
Italian.
Wow.
I love Italian food.
All right. So who's your favorite writers, who inspire you? And do you feel yourself ever influenced by the writing style of a particular writer?
Favorite writers are Rupi Kaur, Khalid Hosseini and the writer of The Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
But these all are two of them are story writers, but Rupi Kaur is a poet. So sometimes they influence me, but I keep my writing skills unique because you need to be unique to
Yeah.
stand out in the world. So
Mm-hmm.
they influence me in such a way that I can write a story or something. But the style, I have my own style of writing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And please let us know about your future projects. Are you working on any book or any kind of anthology?
Right now, I'm not working on any book, but surely there will be some book. But
Right.
right now, I'm not working.
How's the response to the latest book?
It was pretty good response for the latest book. In starting, it reached in the hot sellers ranking 4.
Wow.
The latest ranking, it was in the hot seller 4, and it is also roaming in the top 50 of bestsellers right now. So in
Oh,
India,
that's good.
Amazon.in. So it's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm sure that would be motivating for you as well, right? As a author, to see such a
Yes.
fantastic response, right?
Yeah, one day I opened Amazon.in and I was checking the ranking, and in hot seller ranking, home body of Rupi Kaur was on the rank 6, and my book was on rank 8, and that was the happiest moment of my life that day
Yeah,
as an
indeed.
author.
To see yourself next to your favorite author's book is kind of a
Yes.
dream come true for every author. And
Yes.
congratulations, and wish you all the best for the future as well. So
Thank you so much.
if you had that one message for young and aspiring authors who are willing to explore the new dimensions of creative writing, what would it be?
I think it is like you have to read a lot. First thing, to be a great writer, you have to be a reader. Second thing is that if people are judging you about your writing and saying that no, it is not worth it, so don't pay attention to anyone. Write to express, not to impress. So just keep writing anything and everything. You will explore yourself by writing things and things.
I think something that you said right now that makes a lot of sense is a right to express and not to impress, and
Not
I
to
think
impress.
that's something that everybody should follow. Most of us, when we start writing, we do it the opposite way. We actually write to impress and not to express. That's the most important thing, to write from your heart, so that you express yourself in the best way. So true.
Even
Thank you
me,
so much. Yeah.
yes, even me, I remember that sometimes some years back, I used to write on pages and then I used to torn that pages and throw it out like no one should read them. But then after that, I started writing, and then after that,
Yeah.
I got
No,
confidence.
that's a great
So,
advice. That's why I wanted to thank you. That's an amazing advice. By far the best anybody has given on the show. Right to express and not to impress. That's the best way to go ahead as an aspiring author. Wonderful. So I'm gonna shoot out a few words for you. This is kind of a rapid fire round, and whatever
okay,
comes to your mind, Nitika, just spell it out. Yeah. So
okay.
the first word is reader.
Writer,
Okay. Title.
A Swing in Heaven,
Okay. Poetry.
Me,
Writing.
Writing, Survival,
Okay. Survival.
Bleeding Out Poetry.
Very good, very good. You've done quite good in the rapid fire round. I really liked your responses. You've, like a true poet, you've kept yourself too short so that you didn't have to think about it too much. Wonderful. Nitika, I really loved our conversation over here and hope to see a lot of your
Same
works.
here.
Wish you all the best for your current books and your previous books as well. I hope you achieve the Amazon bestseller rank continuously. Really appreciate you taking time off to
Thank you
come
so
on the
much.
podcast. Yeah, thank you so much for taking time out. All right, guys, that was Nithika
Thank
for
you.
you. Her book is available on Amazon. She is also available on Instagram. Unuttered Emotions. You can search for that on Instagram and follow her, wherein she posts regular updates. Thank you so much for taking time out, everyone. I'll be back with you the next time with a new guest. Till then, take care and thank you so much.